Canada.
Oh, Harry, what a stupid thing to do. What a stupid thing to say. I am Canadian. What was he trying to think? That sounded cute. He's a 40-year-old man pretending to be I don't know what. It is actually quite disgusting. And I'm going to show you a little clip of people actually yawning in the audience. But today we're going to talk about how they're trying to put a genie, a huge genie, back into the bottle. But this genie, you can't put it back because the scandal about the donations that they've made. First, the scandal of the money they've received, because it is possible, and we have to say allegedly, that they received funds from USAID through different third parties. One of them being Fidelity Charitable. So there's a huge scandal. First, on the money they got, who gave it to them, and number two, how they used it. And now that desperate denial, oh no, we're not associated to a political party. We have not just donated to a political party, right? And I'm going to show you now how desperate they are, what is going to happen to them. And most of all, I'm going to prove that they're liars. And we're going to laugh while we do this because let's face it, it is funny to see how the world is crumbling. I mean, well, hello. If it isn't the consequences of your own actions coming to haunt you. They felt themselves invisible, that nobody was going to touch them, and they went too far. Let's get into this, beautiful people.
Girl looking in the mirror, searching for role models in the world to give her hope that one day she too can make a difference. Now imagine how she feels when she watches women being verbally attacked.
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
Maligned.
And this monster that was on stage with Mike Pence, who destroyed her last night, by the way.
Belittled.
I'm not thinking, Mr.
That's
President.
okay. I know you're not thinking. You never do.
I'm sorry?
Harassed.
Blood coming out of her, wherever.
Insulted.
And I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. I'd say,
Your daughters are listening.
If that voice sounds familiar, it's because it's alleged, and I have to say alleged, but it is proven. We know it's Rachel Meghan Markle talking. This is the ad for Kamala Harris. It's called The Girl in the Mirror. And we can clearly hear that's Meghan Markle's voice when she was advocating for Kamala Harris to be vice president. This is in the 2020 election that they were doing. It is actually quite astonishing that she thinks that they can deny, or that she can deny, that she is against Donald Trump. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. She has every right to choose whoever she wants to vote for. But for her to now claim in that statement that they are not part of a political party, that their donations are not politically motivated to incur a favor for any kind, like, for example, to make sure that Harry doesn't get deported, or that his visa records get hidden, or that his very public admission of drug use doesn't get him in jail, doesn't land him in jail, or gets him deported. It is shocking. It is shocking because that is Rachel Meghan Markle narrating that ad. And if you can look at that, you can see how they take clips of Trump saying something and they twist it around and they portray Kamala as this good woman. How Trump is denigrating towards women in spite of the fact that he has a lot of women in his cabinet now. And I'm not me being political, it's a fact. But it also goes to prove that, yes, they were behind this. They were behind this 100%. Their donations are politically motivated.
Now, we're just 6 weeks out from Election Day, and today is National Voter Registration Day. Every 4 years, we are told the same thing, that this is the most important election of our lifetime. But this one is. When we vote, our values are put into action and our voices are heard. Your voice is a reminder that you matter, because you do, and you deserve to be heard.
This election, I'm not going to be able to vote here in the US. But many of you may not know that I haven't been able to vote in the UK my entire life. As we approach this November, it's vital that we reject hate speech misinformation, and online negativity.
So as we work to reimagine the world around us, let's challenge ourselves to build communities of compassion.
Tonight reminds us of how important it is to watch out for each other, to care for each other, and to inspire each other. We are incredibly proud to join you in this historic moment in time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, of course, Trump is divisive. Think about just female voters alone, right? I mean, I think it was in 2012, the Republican Party lost the female vote by 12 points. That's a huge number. And with as misogynistic as Trump is and so vocal about it, that's a huge chunk of it. You're not just voting for a woman if it's Hillary just because she's a woman, but certainly because Trump has made it easy to see that you don't really want that kind of world.
Oh, because now they're scrambling like crazy to deny, gaslight the hell out of us. Yeah. Now, and I'm going to read you what they said. A spokesperson for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex defended Archwell's donations, telling the outlet, it's important to note the Duke and Duchess did not endorse any candidate in the 2024 presidential election. And to suggest they're trying to curry favor with the Democratic Party simply because a donation went to Ashley Biden's nonpartisan nonprofit focused on women's mental health, or because they hire a consultant specializing in digital safety is misguided. They donated $250,000. That's the biggest donation they've made. And it was to Joe Biden's daughter for a spa. They're trying to turn it into something for women, but it's actually a spa. That's what they were donating it for. And this guy, let me see, what was it? His guy for digital safety is actually the guru of disinformation for the Democratic Party. We know Meghan's words in regards to Trump. I mean, they're all over the place. Harry sitting down with Meghan Markle on a bench claiming that, oh my God, I couldn't vote. Not yet. Does that mean that you become an American citizen? I sure as hell hope so. But yeah. And they were advocating. And when you put that together with her doing the voiceover narrating for Kamala Harris and her pro-Democrat tendencies, Harry doing things with Obama, barely showing up for Trump. Yes. And then the donations. Why would you donate to the president's daughter for a spa that she hasn't even built? Or for disinformation? What disinformation? That was pro-censorship that they were doing. So it's beyond me that they're trying to scramble to deny that. And people are urging Doge to get into that because they know they screwed up. They never thought in a million years that Donald Trump was going to win. That's what happens when you become too arrogant and too cocky. They took it too far. You can't put that genie back in the bottle. It's everywhere. The receipts are everywhere, Meghan. Oh, we're non-political. Yes, you are. Meghan Markle has gone and said that she wants to be a crusader, that she wants to be in politics, that she was working with the Clinton campaign in that Ukraine car crash interview that she gave to the Ukraine University. She said she was working with Clinton for her campaign. And she did this in 2014. I mean, don't take my word for it.
Oh, my name is Irina. I really want to thank you for getting in touch with us and actually making time for this conversation.
Full circle. I'm really actively involved in a lot of their campaigns, but specifically right now, what I think will throw me back in the political specter is the fact that I'm really excited that Hillary Clinton will be running for president, and I think that would be a really natural venue for me to become really actively involved in politics yet again. So, it's a huge part of my life. It was really my formative years when I turned 21 working in Buenos Aires, and it was during their devaluation. So,
and you know what I've thought about, because this is an angle that I haven't heard anywhere else. I wonder if the Democratic Party or people like the Biden family or other corrupt Democrats were using Archwell to funnel money through them so they can give themselves money. This is why maybe it's not even Meghan Markle donating. It's basically the Democratic Party giving them money so they can give it to certain parties or certain people as payment. Because I've thought about that. Although they did get to keep a chunk of it, it's like they still have like $8 million. But it's amazing how in 2020, when they first established their charity, that's when the election year was ongoing. They got $13 million. Was that a payment for them sitting on that bench and advocating for the Democratic Party? Was that a payment for Meghan Markle being the voiceover for Kamala Harris' Lincoln Project ad? I mean, what are we looking at here? So this is not, guys, this is not something new. This is not something that they can deny now. This is not something that they can put away. And we know that Charles is coming next year. And yeah, I have a video about what's going on with Harry's visa this Thursday and whether or not Mr. Trump is going to deport him or not. Because there's so many fake things that are going around. People don't want to read what's in print, what is in black and white. They want to deny it. They want to say he meant to say this, he meant to say that, or this happened, or this didn't happen. But as you can see, Harry and Meghan are tools of the Democratic Party. They are, which is nothing wrong if they want to be that. But if they're using a royal title, they're not allowed to be political. Not at all. And yet, they were. And now, it's time to pay the piper. And I do hope that they get investigated because people are asking Doge to investigate their donations, where they're getting their money from, because apparently the 10 million they've got, or the 6 million or whatever they've gotten so far has been funneled through Fidelity Charitable. And Fidelity Charitable was getting this from the Silicon Valley Community Fund, which got money from USAID. So it's going to be very interesting indeed, to say the least. Okay, so give me your thoughts and let me know if you think, one, do you think that they were not being politically biased? Do you think that they rushed to put that statement out to wash their hands and distance themselves not from the Democrats? Because, of course, as usual, Harry and Meghan always want to be with the winning party. Always want to be with the winning party and deny, but they can't deny this. So do you think that's what they're doing? Because now that Trump is in power, they know they screwed up. And they know they don't have the backing of the Democratic Party. Is that why they're denying everything now? Why they finally rushed and said those were non-political donations. How can they not be if you're donating to the daughter of the former president or to the guru of disinformation for the Democratic Party? And when all of Harry just spoke to on the Clinton Foundation for half an hour. We did a whole video about it. About censorship, about how to censor platforms like mine, like Instagram. Well, Meghan is, on Instagram. So how can they deny that? How? I'm asking you because I think they're freaking out. Please let me know.